It's the world's largest and most devastating humanitarian crisis, and it's also a conflict that is too often forgotten. Today marks the second anniversary of the Sudanese civil war. Officials gathered in London to pledge financial support and to try and find a peaceful solution.
Very simply, we have got to persuade the warring parties to protect civilians, to let aid in and across the country, and to put peace first. And so we do need patient diplomacy.
The war between rival militaries has impacted 51 million people in the Northeast African nation. The death toll is reportedly in the tens of thousands, and famine, that is rampant. Pope Francis says that the suffering of children, women, and the vulnerable people cries out to heaven and begs us to act. He adds that he wants the warring parties to, quote, end the violence and embark on paths of dialogue and to the international community so that the help needed may be provided to the populations. For more on this, let's turn to Matt Smith, Senior Vice President for Sudan Relief Fund. Matt, great to see you. As we mentioned, there have been a number of high-level meetings today in London seeking to end this violence in Sudan. What's your take on these meetings?
Well, I think it's a start, but really this is a crisis that now in its second year has been ongoing for far too long, and the resulting devastation is almost unfathomable when you think about the humanitarian fallout. And, like I said, these meetings are a start, but there's a lot of work to be done to see this resolved.
As we mentioned, the remarks Sunday by Pope Francis, what role is the Catholic Church playing in trying to find an end to this violence?
Well, the Catholic Church is on the front lines of the humanitarian response. Sudan Relief Fund is fortunate to partner with Catholic missionaries that are on the ground, on the front lines, that are working to serve those that have been forgotten by a lot of the rest of the world here. And so in conflict areas, we are, and the Catholic Church is, on the front lines there as the first response to those that are in most need.
And remind our viewers again of how this conflict all started and the two warring militaries. Does any of them have support from the international community?
Well, not exactly. This war, which broke out 2 years ago today, is really between the Rapid Support Forces, a rebel-backed militia, and the Sudanese Armed Forces, which was the existing Sudanese government-backed military at the time. And this war has resulted in utter devastation. It started in Khartoum, the capital of Sudan, but quickly spread all across the country. And so now, really, there's not been a part of Sudan that has been spared from this fighting. And there is not really an end in sight as I see it.
Yeah, well, that was going to go to my next question of how do you see this all playing out, Matt? I mean, this cannot continue, correct?
It can. And, this is the world's greatest humanitarian crisis right now. And with so many needs all across the world, it can be hard to have international attention and paid to this particular crisis, but it's what's needed right now at this moment.
Well, God bless you in the work that you're doing, Matt.
Well, thank you. Yeah. And, with 13 million people displaced, over 25 million people in need of food, the needs are great. And so it's in that space that we try to step in and solve those needs.
Well, thank you so much. Matt Smith, Senior Vice President for the Sudan Relief Fund. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Eric.